one. And I think that as a result, the season next year is shorter.
Yeah, I wish viewers could see the camera angle of the winch below deck, and it's crazy to think that, you know, if you have these two vehicles that are connected by a cable at this incredible depth, what it takes to store and unfurl that is no easy task.
Well, it's you know, this is a traction winch. We used to have a direct drive winch, so we just had the drum and it sat out on deck and would drive and handled all the tension. But the argument is that a traction winch puts less tension on the cable, and we were having a lot of cable failures, so we have transitioned. But yeah, it's something like, so there's Argus is over 3,000 pounds, 3,000 pounds approximately. And so after you work your way through the traction shivs, you're down to about 500 pounds. Is that correct? Those are the numbers?
On the storage drum?
Yeah, like 500 pounds on the storage drum.
I think we're setting it right now to 300. On the gauges, at least, you can see it's about 3.
So yeah, so it's it takes off a lot of the stress. And that's something that, you know, anyone can experience at home if they've ever used block and tackle on anything to get a mechanical advantage. All right, Jess, I'm going the other way, so I will be slowing down a bit.
Yeah. Yes, I can turn off. Any new questions?
No, it's getting thin, getting late. Show's wrapping up.
Did you guys want to still pull ahead at 200 meters or so, or?
I don't know. Debating. Kind of curious. I think the current's supposed to be coming from.
I think it said 249 or something like that on DP. 252.
252. Yeah, but that's a super small current.
Yeah.
No. It doesn't account for the subsea. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably the opposite of that. That's what it's been coming
Yeah,
from.
because it was from the west to the east.
It was running from west to east?
Yeah, the undercurrent. I don't know how far. We're not that far north of where we were. So.
Zoom out on HIPAC. Where's the island compared to where we are?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, go ahead.
In half an hour. Yeah, 20 minutes.
Yeah, the island is like due east of us.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or southeast. So we're on the northwest flank of it.
Right, so if we asked them to drive like due east, they would be hesitant to.
Right.
Okay.
But I think if you follow that, it's not too far off from into the current, like 050. So.
There's a question coming up about how many miles the original engine for the Nautilus has on it.
It's not
It's a
an answer I know.
tough trivia one there.
I have no idea.
Bigger than a bread box.
Beyond when you would take it to Pep Boys to get a quick look.
That's a great question, though. We should find out.
Do we have a rough estimate on what a season looks like? Can we extrapolate?
No.
Is that bad?
Because is this the original engine, I believe, right, Greg?
Yep.
And this ship was from
60s.
1960 something. So, was that 50, 60 years almost?
It's insane.
Say 50.
I mean, we're covering roughly 2,500 nautical miles for this one expedition.
True, but we had a lot of expeditions that we were just in the Mediterranean.
Oh, yeah.
And then when we added in the mapping capabilities, we added in a lot more steaming for mapping. So there's, even if we knew what this season was, it would be hard to extrapolate backwards.
Yeah.
So there's no odometer, is what you're saying.
There might be in the engine room. There's not going to be an odometer, but they might
Yeah.
have hours.
Out of morbid curiosity, if you're still viewing, I will go look. At this point, I'm curious.
How many viewers do we have right now?
Oh, it's late. We're getting down there. The remainders are most likely falling asleep to our voices. That's
Aww.
the calm, soothing.
Yeah, especially your
Sultry
voice,
sound
Brandon.
of the
You have
voice.
a voice made for radio.
So
Alright.
how many
Camera
are there?
stowed.
Yeah, some of my friends in North Carolina were watching this morning, and they were like, "This is so relaxing."
He's not
Yeah,
going to tell
just-
us, but it's probably
Just
2.
keep it on in the background all the time.
What? Oh, the viewer count?
Yeah.
Was that the question? 71 viewers right now.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot more
That's
than
what I
I
would say, too.
expected.
54 in the U.S.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, 5 fellow Canadians. So
All
we're,
right, so I am in that currently.
we're gonna lull you to sleep.
Yeah, you're swinging.
Watch the
it's-
deep
it's
deep
late
blue as
on
we.
on the East Coast right now.
Yeah.
It's like 2 in the morning there or something.
At least you're on port side this time.
Yeah, so I've been lateraling to starboard for a while. So
You
I
in
am
port?
where, no, I'm in the current. Yeah, I've been lateraling to port, so we're in the current.
Yeah.
Request for us to start an ASMR channel here. Marley's looking at me like she doesn't know what that is.
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, do we not
Wait,
know?
We
What is
we we had a
ASMR?
whole conversation about ASMR on the last cruise.
Uh-oh. I was there for that and I don't remember it. What is
It's
ASMR?
truly a terrifying kind of cultural thing that's just running away right now.
I'm so not hip. I don't know anything.
Please explain more about what this...
It's basically like it's kind of like the concept of synesthesia, but placed into like video and audio sensory experiences.
Oh, it's the like auto sensory.
Yeah, that is
It gives you like the tech, like you kind of get like a tingly feeling.
This is an amazing description of what is basically way too many people on YouTube eating food into a microphone.
Oh, it's food.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's like really bad ASMR. I mean, like I'm not like really into ASMR, but I know people that are like.
So wait, what does the acronym actually stand for?
Oh, I don't know, something long.
Autosensory,
Meridional response. Meridional, I think.
You know, like the
referring
kind
to
of
the
thing
vertebra.
where the hairs on your arm would stand up, or you would kind of have like a sensation like that.
Sure.
It's given to you by like audio visual cues.
You're going to be so glad we don't have YouTube. It's people like biting into a honeycomb and whispering into the microphone about it.
That's strange.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Argus, I just tilted up. I tilted it up.
Sorry, this thing's totally dead. It just turned on, so. There you go.
Oh well.
So the current started about 60 meters ago.
Yeah.
Is that what you've been seeing?
You're just starting to head back now. Oh no.
It looks like he's making some move.
Yeah, maybe. I figure I'll let you know ahead of time, but what we may end up doing is if you stop at 50, we tell them that we're not ready. I'll be at 70. We're still at a safe distance, and we'll just do basically the same thing that we do on the sea floor.
Yeah, have you drive ahead.
Yeah. Nothing like a little blue water flying with nothing but the gauges.
Oh yeah, gauges and sonar. Ideally not sonar for not UV level.
Well, actually, your sonar will be of no use at 50.
No.
So since we have the time, the question did come in. Best meal so far on the Nautilus?
Cake.
Cookies.
Yeah, that's
cream.
cookies is mine for sure.
Donuts?
Ooh, I
think
forgot.
cake. Cake always takes the cake for me.
Hey-o.
Hey.
Wait, but we had 2 cakes, right?
I was going to say it's just because you guys haven't had the chocolate chip cheesecake.
Oh.
Oh, that one is good. That is a good one.
Is that coming?
I don't know. You have to ask the cooks. Max.
The excitement in your voice really made that.
Hopefully not followed by the heartbreak in my voice when you tell me it's not a real thing.
It is a real thing.
I have a
It's
small
wonderful.
violin. Did you want me to play it?
My favorite meal thus far was dinner 2 nights ago when we had 2 of my favorite foods. One is
With
hummus.
oranges.
Shut up.
And tofu.
Hummus and we had salsa. At home I go through like a jar or 2 of salsa every week, and that's the only time we've had it.
Yeah.
It's the little things though. It's like food is it's a big thing when you're at sea. A good meal makes all the difference.
Do you think
I
should
like
check line
rice.
at this heading?
Rice is my favorite.
plain
can
rice
start
or
one.
special rice?
Yeah,
I
if
can
they're
only have
willing to
plain
go at this
rice,
heading,
so
we'll just make
plain
getting around
rice.
easier.
Okay.
So
not too
our
much.
system pressured up to 1600 with the lats. If we do like half lats, do we get back our full
Yeah,
like
I was
2000
gonna
system pressure?
check that next. No, we're still at
Still what?
16.
Oh, whoa.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
If you're lucky, you get both.
That's true. You stay warm and then you get cooled off.
Megan, are you logging data right now? What are you doing?
I am logging data. Sure. It's blue. My data is blue. Why do you ask?
I was just wondering.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I have to log on deck
Yeah.
and technically be here at the ready for an observation.
Is there a sample we collected that you're most excited about?
Ooh. I don't know.
Because we have so many.
Yeah, there's a lot of samples I did not see, so it's a bit hard to say. I am curious about that purple coral, what's going to happen.
Oh,
The one
yeah.
that's stuck. All the rocks look really cool.
That one from our first watch looked awesome
Yeah, definitely.
with the iron oxide.
That was cool. And we have a lot of really nice looking corals.
Where do all the rocks go?
After the cruise?
Yeah.
So they go to the the Graduate School of Oceanography at the Marine Geological Samples Lab. It's like a library of deep sea lava.
Cool.
And other rocks, but mostly basalt. I used to work there.
So as we wrap up this dive, we have a pretty long mapping session before the next. If I saw that right, what's in store for us next? What's the next dive look like?
Johnston, same.
No.
But it's not Johnston yet, I don't
Yeah,
think.
so first,
It's a seamount, isn't it?
maybe. So we're going to go over to the border of the Prim area. So there's a seamount, or what appears to be a seamount, but it might be an anomaly. So we're going to go map a line over it, check it out, see if it's there. And then if it is, map it and dive on that. Otherwise, we'll continue north and figure something else out to dive on.
Yeah,
And then
it's,
we have to drop a buoy at some point, too. That's kind of the next thing.
it's likely something. I don't
It's-
think the satellite altimetry would be so crude with respect to that vertical
I can't hear
relief.
you.
He thinks that it probably is real.
Oh, okay, cool.
Something. Yeah.
Something,
Because the
alright.
vertical relief from the satellite altimetry is like,
Looks like too extreme kind of thing.
yeah, too extreme
okay.
for that to be an artifact.
Yeah, Dwight was saying it was like
Yeah,
so
make us some headway
perfectly
now.
shaped that it
Yeah, but
didn't
that
seem real.
that can happen with that like
Sure, of course.
turbulation. Yeah, I'm curious what it will look like though.
But I think you can correct me if that's wrong, Ben, that the timing is like at least 15 hours to
Yeah.
go over and map, and
Yeah.
if it is a seamount.
Wait, so we're planning to map for 15 hours to make the determination, and then?
No.
No, that includes the transit to this
Gotcha,
future.
gotcha.
Yeah.
To the future.
To the future.
To
into
the
future.
future.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, what day is it?
Tomorrow we'll be going to the past.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Is it the
What does that mean?
but like, is it the 2nd or the 3rd on the ship?
I think it's the 2nd.
Okay, I need to change my phone.
Right?
Whatever day it is, East Coast time is the day it is on the ship.
Oh.
Wait, I think it's the 2nd too. Albert wrote the.
Yeah, it's the 2nd.
I've never repeated so many days in such a short amount of time.
Yeah. It's kind of spooky.
Well, on the flight over, I think we missed Saturday, which was World Climbing Day.
Oh, really?
Huh.
My buddies told me to just climb on something on the plane, but well, weren't a lot of options.
No, I
I'm
don't think people would be very happy with you.
Pretty sure that
sit
would
next
get
to
you in trouble fairly quickly.
Bouldering
true.
in a drink cart.
I mean, I'll be in the back of the plane just doing like lunges or stretching or something, and they're like, "Excuse me, ma'am, you're gonna need to sit down." Really? This is a 16-hour flight.
Looks like our little lobster friend has made it this far.
I don't get what that guy's
I don't think
deals.
so. I think that's just Sissel.
Oh yeah, is he gone?
Yeah, he dropped down onto one of the weight plates earlier, so.
I'm at 6'5". 15 more meters for me.
Copy. I am
You look pretty happy.
pretty well lined up, so I'm gonna see if we can hold this. Which means that we can just continue, hopefully right up into,
Oh, so you're through that current. You're in.
yeah, I think we're
Yeah.
pretty solid.
So it's sort of much deeper than the last. And it didn't seem as extreme as it was.
No,
Yeah, it
but I
doesn't seem
think
as
part of that
violent
is
as
that
they say.
the island is like right near us.
buffering, yeah.
So actually that was my concern, and that's why I took the seat, was I wasn't sure if the island was going to buffer or give us just like eddies that
Yeah.
were absolutely crazy.
I wonder who's on the winch.
I don't know that anybody's on the winch yet.
All right, I'll stop 50 meters.
I would radio to. Ready.
Dun dun.
I just did. Do you want me to?
Me to switch you over?
For me, no, I'm going to hold here for a little bit.
Oh, you don't want your port cam yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I know that no matter what happens, I'm probably going to be flying just on gauges, but I'd like to keep the HD for as long as I can.
Sure. Hey Ben, you want to just tell Mark that we have Mongo on the porch with a rock on it, unsecured or relatively secured rock.
Roger, I'll tell him that.
Thanks, Ben. This is the first recovery that we have flown instead of being on deck.
Yeah, we've done all the launches and all the recoveries.
And half of them have been complete storms for the 5 minutes that we're doing it on deck there.
It's pretty nice out there right now.
I know. They get
Of
like the
course it
vacation
is.
recovery. What the heck? The other night we got like side-swept wind in your
I
face
know.
on the crane.
It just makes you that much more hardcore.
Oh yeah.
We've also had fewer shifts though, right?
Sorry?
Haven't we worked fewer shifts than them? I feel like we got kind of lucky on the first dive, and this one we have half.
Well, I mean, we still work the shifts,
Yeah.
but we've had fewer shifts in the vans.
In the van, at least. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in the van.
I'm going to be a little bit off to port, is my guess.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So what do we need to fix? On 5 meters depth. I'm gonna start off the tri-tech.
Tell them we're already working towards the middle.
Yeah, we're working towards the middle right now.
Coming to screws.
It's really cool. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, it's always cool to see the parts of the ship we never see.
He said he's going to hold there. He's not going to come up. So have the ship hold position. So that way Yeah, Mark, I'm on full lat and have been for about an last 100 meters. Working on it now. Yes.
I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
the HD when it gets on deck so we don't get the crotch shot. Oh, okay.
I stopped your sonar head so you can turn that off.
Rudder. Thanks. Rudder.
So, just I don't know if you noticed Argus's wild swinging.
Yeah, it's because it wasn't anchored because we're off.
Right, well, I was trying to back down and do my turn,
Yeah.
and then just because I noticed the start of the swing, just full forward, right, to give that sea anchor.
Yeah. And secure the cameras. If you notice the dark screens over there, that's why.
Copy that.
I've never not seen Jess in the crane. Feels unnatural.
It's a good spot to be in. Gotta share.
Step to, yeah, you could step to starboard 10 meters. I imagine it'd be close to 150, right?
It's getting better, huh?
Well, we're stepping the ship over.
Yeah.
It's mainly just the ship moves faster than I can.
Yeah. Moves more water too.
Yeah, it's hard right now. This is like one of the worst times of day to do a recovery because of this.
The glare.
For people online, if you haven't seen a recovery at night, if you can make that, it's really cool to see the lights coming up through the water.
So you got it. Oh no. I like Mike's just like, it's funny. watch the tiller on the side there.
Yeah, it's actually much easier to see it at night.
It's going to be right in that glare spot, too, for the crane. Maybe it's not bad down there.
Sorry?
Kevin's going to reach up and kill the ROVs, but half down. There you go. Actually, sorry, it's Jess. Same thing. Argus.
Such a cool sight.
Take that all the way down the deck so the bridge can see it, please. Just want to make sure everybody's
Oop.
okay.
All right, guys. Well, that concludes
Recording on her.
our dive at Howland Island. Thank you guys so much for watching, joining us for this exploration. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to be mapping for the next 15 hours or so before exploring our next seamount on the way to Johnston Atoll. So have a great evening and hope to see you guys back on our next dive.
Hey, Wet Lab? Wet Lab, this is video. Can you guys hear me? Put a thumbs up if you can hear me. Anybody? Nope. Hey, I'm just gonna put you guys on the Sat 3. Nope. I thought they did, but maybe not. It's just